Welcome to The Forgotten Feminine, where we are rediscovering female figures in mythology, art, and symbols. This week, we are looking at the Taoist figure, Wang Mu. First and foremost, Happy Lunar New Year. 2022 will be the year of the tiger. Some of the themes associated with this Chinese zodiac are bravery, independence, and strength. The tiger is the third symbol in the Chinese zodiac, and if your age in 2022 is a multiple of 12, you were born under this sign. We'll be talking about Wang Mu right now because she is so closely associated with tigers and may have very well been the original tiger woman. The origins of Wang Mu are almost untraceable. She wasn't necessarily created, she just always was. Like the life and death she controls, she is just part of this world, always was and always will be. What we do know is that she originally was a demon of plagues and destruction. Wang Mu is a deity who ushers in death for each of us. She was also known as the Queen Mother of the West. The earliest records of her were written on bones by shamans with directives to make offerings to the Queen Mother of the West. Why this association with the West? Well, the direction itself is often a symbol of evil, death, and the underworld. This makes sense as a plague demon. She certainly was someone to be afraid of. Similarly, the West, particularly before established trade routes like the Silk Road, was often a wild and dangerous place, and you'll find the West linked to darkness in many cultures. But that image of the West changes, in China at least, as transportation improves. The West, and thus Wang Mu, shift from an image of fear to one of knowledge. They are transformed from symbols of mystery to symbols of moving forward from ignorance to wisdom. This is also where we see her image begin to alter into the softer, more accessible Wang Mu of today. She becomes less feral and more tame as humanity is able to travel farther and discover more. Legend says she was a demon, but became a student of the Tao and was enlightened. Thus, she repents of her evil ways and is transformed. Now her appearance is that of a woman. She still retains some beastly traits, though, a leopard tail and tiger's teeth. Even with the change in her countenance, she is still extremely powerful. In fact, she is the most powerful female in the Chinese pantheon. She was the embodiment of the yin energy, female, flowing, unpredictable, and creative. We often see Wang Mu depicted with animals. She is particularly fond of wild cats, stags, frogs, magpies, foxes, and the moon hare. Many of these animals fall under the trickster archetype that play into the fact that she is cunning, but also unpredictable. Other symbols you might see with her are a large headdress with peaches hanging from it, and the loom, which was symbolic of her cosmic abilities to weave our fates. Of course, the animal she is most closely associated with was the tiger. Tigers can be male or female symbols, especially in Chinese mythology. I'd love to hear in the comments whether or not you see the tiger as masculine or feminine, so let me know. Tigers are often associated with themes like strength, power, independence, sensuality, and leadership. They are often viewed as protectors of good and destroyers of evil. The tiger, being the ruler of all cats, makes an incredibly powerful figure to help us discover things about ourselves and then help us learn how to use those gifts to serve our own purposes. There are a number of sounds associated with Wang Mu. There is a passage of text that says the tiger woman on Jade Mountain excels at whistling. Other translators render this as is fond of roaring or is good at screaming. The characters in question do not translate easily. It's associated with a clear, prolonged sound that issues from the throats of sages and shamans. This got me thinking that Wang Mu obviously enjoyed being called upon by humanity. This is one of the only deities in Chinese mythology that converse with mortals. She has also enjoyed talking back and enjoys the company of others. Imagery shows her with her ladies-in-waiting or her jade maidens. High in her hidden garden in the mythological mountain Kunlun, not to be confused with the real existing Kunlun Mountains named after hers, she tends to the peaches of immortality. She alone controls the lifespan of every living being. She lives with her jade maidens in the space between heaven and earth. She is often given powers over the cosmic ladder. There she shares a yearly peach with the other gods so that they might all remain immortal. Interestingly, Wang is not a term for royalty per se, though she is called the Queen Mother of the West. Rather, it is a term given to an honored ancestor. She is really more the grandmother of the West, but she is timeless. Wang Mu assigned each emperor their divine mandate to rule and tried to teach them the ways of immortality. All of them failed to pass her tests. She would grant knowledge to male rulers who sought her and any woman who asked for her counsel, regardless of status, and particularly to women over the age of 50. She was always available to help them be inspired and receive clarity. Wang Mu rules over the cosmic forces of time and space and the Great Dipper constellation. She has sole power over life and death. She is known for disease as well as healing, and energies of new growth surround her in the form of clouds. She presides over the dead and tends to immortality. She has many names from many different Taoist cultures, including Japan, Korea, and Vietnam. She has numerous titles, one being the Golden Mother of the Jade Pond, or translated as the Turquoise Pond. Okay, so here's the really fun part for me in this video. I hope you've enjoyed the story of Wang Mu. If you did, please give this video a like and feel free to subscribe to the channel for our weekly content on discovering different female figures in mythology and art. This image here is one I designed myself based on my own research. It will be an NFT available for purchase on OpenSea.io. I'll go ahead and walk you through the image and the symbols I included. I really wanted to focus on her wild, unpredictable nature, so I didn't want to put her in a boring pose. She arches back towards the west. The position is meant to mimic the shape of mountains. She wears a loom headdress and has the leopard's tail and a tiger face. Not really just her teeth, I wanted her to have a very feline look. The colors are jade, gold, and white, all colors we would know to associate with Wang Mu. She is holding peaches, and the yin and yang is in the background because, of course, she is the embodiment of yin energy. The lines surrounding her are meant to symbolize her powers as a cosmic weaver. So there you have it. That is my modern-day interpretation of the goddess Wang Mu. Thanks for watching this video from The Forgotten Feminine. Please join in the conversation in the comments section below. I'm always looking to hear more about these amazing female characters and your insights. Let me know if there is another goddess or figure you'd like me to do a video on. And of course, please subscribe. I can't wait to share more with you guys each week.